evening, and welcome to the January 21st Board of Ed Committee of the Whole meeting. At this time, we have a quorum. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pass it over to Vice President Kevin.
In turn, I will turn it over to Superintendent Dr. LaRocca.
Okay.
What's that?
Next week at the regular business meeting, Dr. Dunn, our executive director of special services, will be doing a presentation on student well-being. She's going to talk all about the role of the psychologist, the social worker, the guidance counselor, programs that we have in place, professional development for teachers, how it relates to the New York State Portrait of a Graduate, and the social emotional learning benchmark. So I know that's a topic of interest to a lot of families. So please tune in or come in person next week to hear Dr. Dunn's presentation, and it will be attached to the agenda when the agenda gets posted next Monday. Okay, Education Committee, we do have a few appointments, including summer school principal. We are also going to have a tenure recommendation for the art teacher at Wheeler, which was a mid-year start. So we're going to do the whole thing in June, like we always do. She's going to be included then, but technically her tenure would be, if we don't officially grant her tenure, she would get tenure by estoppel. So we should grant her the tenure, but we will celebrate her in June. So it's a little bit different than we usually do, but that's on Education Committee. Are there any other questions on Education Committee or Education Committee consent?
Any questions from the board? No questions from the board.
Okay. For Business Committee, we are going to be hiring the replacement for the Office of Curriculum and Instruction. And then we have the Business Committee consent.
Any questions from the board on the business? No questions from the board about the record.
Okay. Policy Committee, the board had a summary of these policies. In November, you had gotten information on these policies, so they are up for first reading. The Policy Committee did not have a December meeting. So just first reading this month. Student records, student privacy, data privacy, security, breach notification and regulation, which these are important policies to have in light of the times.
So the board has time to review those policies?
Yes, the district clerk will send, I think she's gonna send them home before, by the end of the week. You have a copy, you have received a copy of them already, but you will get the track changes versions now. And then for the second week, then you'll get the track change version and the fully final version. The final version.
Any questions from the board on policy? No questions from the board.
Okay. Any of the whole? Special ed. The state sent us quite a few changes in partial hearing officers, transportation, piggyback, and then we always do the voiding of the ballots. And then there is something new that Andrew Andrea had sent, which did not get to the board yet, so that is the one, what is it, number 7, the data privacy agreement. So in order for us to work with the regional information centers, we need to have, you'll see DPA, which is a data privacy agreement, because our data actually is in a statewide system. So we need to have agreements with some of the other regional information centers across the state for data privacy. So this will allow NASA BOCES to do that with the other BOCES. Is that correct, Andrew?
Mhm.
And the legal counsel has reviewed that.
Okay, any questions on the committee of the whole from the board?
I do. On the acceptance of the donation, how did the donation come about? Is that something the PTA applied for, is it something they just do, or?
It's a teacher, I think it's a teacher grant. The teachers apply individually if they're a member of that bank.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's credit. And then they apply and then it goes to the school. Yeah. It used to be the NASA Educators Federal Credit.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
A teacher applied for that, got the grant from Jovia, and then the school gets it.
Any other questions from the board, committee of the whole? No further questions from the board.
That's the agenda.
That concludes committee of the whole.
Yeah, can I get a motion for executive session?
Get a motion for executive session for personnel, legal, with the assistant superintendent, assistant superintendents, and council.
Move the second on the question. All in favor?
Aye.
We're in executive session. Thank you, everyone.